Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's WinterhelmGames, and we're back with another reaction, our first reaction I think of this year. I'm keeping the games going at the minute. I've started Vanguard, which I've recorded just over the last week or so. So they'll be up on the Wednesdays there as normal. So in the meantime, this one is Shattered Legacies. I did say I would keep a look at the Warcraft content to see what's going on. With everything that has been going on over the last month or two, God knows who actually worked on this cinematic, but I guess we'll see how the story goes. But when it comes to the last videos I done in the summer, I know a lot of people didn't agree with everything I probably said or whatever about Sylvanas, but at this point, I do like the character, but it's just they've made her so predictable, and I think they've just used her as a way of progressing their story. But I guess we'll find out. We'll have a look at it and I'll see what I think at the end. So like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Let's get into it, guys.
Sylvanas' soul has been fractured from the moment of her death until now.
Burn it! This was their home. And you slaughtered all of them! How could you take all those innocent lives?
Arguing with herself.
This was beyond life and death. There was no other path to true freedom. How can you not see that? I see what you are. Murderer! Monster! Butcher! Why can I not escape this torment?
The jailer has severed their bond and condemned her to endlessly relive her atrocities. So long as her soul remains divided, she cannot wake.
Maybe she shouldn't.
She's the only one who knows the jailer's plan and how we might save Anduin.
She's the one
That's true.
who turned Anduin.
Jaina is right. How can we possibly trust her?
I don't think it's a question of trust at this point, though. I did say I would look at the end and react at the end, really, but I don't think it's a question of trust at this point. They just need to know what she knows, and then basically based on her reactions to all the atrocities she's done, she'll obviously be remorseful now. So perhaps she'd be willing to help.
Her wound runs so much deeper than mine.
He's going to try to connect with her or see what she sees.
Well met, Ranger General.
What is this? Who are you?
Someone who shared your fate, felled by the blade of the very same prince.
Arthas. I died trying to stop that monster. Only to wake up haunted by one with my face.
That banshee is you.
No. I cannot accept that.
Her path began where yours ended, and you've seen the decisions she made.
Never in 1,000 lifetimes would I betray everything I stood for.
Not in the right
You
mind,
can't
yes.
possibly understand.
The jailer is deceptively cunning. When I realized I had become his pawn, it nearly destroyed me. He had no doubts it would destroy you as well. Was he right? Or will you accept her shattered legacy and tell us how to stop him?
Her crimes
Still too soon about that tree.
Yes.
And she vanished! I must face the consequences.
We cannot change the past. And we may never find forgiveness in the future. But inaction damns us all. Time is
true.
short, Ranger General. Make
Decide.
your choice. I've done all I can.
This reminds you of the time when she was made war chief, when you seen everyone kind of disappearing and moving the previous war chief off the throne, and then her just still standing there, kind of stunned. It's just poignant with that. She woke up then. That's it. Well, there we are. So, yeah, looking back on it then. Still quite early to talk about Teldrassil, or at least for me anyway, because I always preferred the Night Elves as characters in the game. So, and I get this point when they're she's just almost arguing and conflicting with herself in terms of trying to come to terms with. It's almost like she's going through the 5 stages of grief, if you understand the terms, for the medical terms. So you have so she's clearly just going through that process of disbelief and anger and remorse, and before finally she might get to acceptance, you know. But you know what? I was kind of hoping they would go in a good way with it, because I kind of thought with everything that was going on, it was just going off track and going off the rails. But hopefully they'll have a chance now to redeem themselves with this storyline. To be fair, I always liked Sylvanas as a character when she was Ranger General, but I just didn't really like her as much when she became, you know, it was kind of, you love to hate her, at least that's from my experience. It was a love-hate relationship, I think, with Sylvanas. But she played it really well, you know, and it was really well written, or at least I find anyway. But yeah, so I kind of imagine she will, after she kind of comes to terms with everything, hopefully find a way to unlock the memories then as she has from what she was as the Banshee Queen, and then actually help get or save Anduin. So that might be their way to do that. So who knows? I guess we'll find out. But it was enjoyable. Yeah, I have to say I enjoyed that one. So I can only hope that they build on that. But with everything that's going on, surely that, with the company and everything in general, it'll be interesting to see who it is that'll be taking over doing the main storylines and the cinematics going forward. So many have left and so many were fired. But again, all we can hope for is that they make the right choices and, you know, let them have their day in court and whatever else, as I said before. But in terms of the lore in the game, I can just hope that those who remain, or those new that come on board, would be loyal to the matter at hand and the games at hand and the lore, and hopefully do right by the characters and the history, and of course the fans, who have a lot to say and a lot to do in terms of helping shape the game into the game that they want and the game that we want. So who knows? Let's see what happens. But let me know what you think anyway. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I'll see you all in the next video. Here we are in a brand new year, 2022. Let's make it a good one, folks. Bye.